Hey everybody. Well, it's Wednesday. So I haven't been on here in a week and a day. It was last Wednesday or last Tuesday, I think, when I was on here. But anyhow, I got a lot of crap going on. More crap in my life, just what I need, but oh well, that's the way it is. So that I'm dealing with. I'm going to be getting a new job, getting out of here. Anyway, y'all know that I talked about that I had upped my calories and I had quit the 3-day fasting, intermediate fasting. I still do it once in a while just out of habit and not being hungry. So I'm still doing it here and there, but not like I was, not very regimented. I still fast in the 24 on Thursdays, but that's about it. And I'm still losing inches. I can see it. I can feel it. I mean, I know I'm losing inches, and people around me can see it. But the scales is not dropping very much. A pound here and there. I mean, nothing to speak of every week, or for the last 3 weeks. So I'm not real sure about that. But I'm trying to, kick my metabolism back in, because you can get where you don't eat enough, and it will slow your metabolism down. And I was. Eating 600 calories a day and maybe 800, I had to bring my calories up, which I have. And, but now I got to kind of figure this I don't know, maybe I'm in a plateau for a little bit. I don't know. But I've lost a total of 40 pounds so far, which is good, but I got a long way to go. I want to get under that 300 mark, and then it should just start taking off again. There's always one point in every program you do. I don't care that you kind of hit a little plateau. So I'll get past it. I'll get over it. I'm not going to let that discourage me. But anyway, I'll be glad to get a new job and get the hell out of here for a lot of reasons. But one, y'all know I work 200 miles from my house, so my commute's a long way, 400 miles round trip. So I'll be glad to get away from that for sure, as long as it all works out for me. But other than that, I mean, still doing the keto stuff, still making a bunch of keto meals. I just ain't had a chance, hadn't made time to film them, because it's a lot to film them and to make sure I get it on, get it on camera right. I will eventually. But I just got too much going on in my life. Oh, and I'm not getting enough sleep, which is not a good thing. Working from 6 to midnight, you don't get much sleep. So, or not enough by the time I fall asleep. But that's going to change soon. And, it's still working. I'm still losing weight. I'm still losing inches. I'm losing a lot of inches, which is good. That's the main thing. And I'm getting healthy. I still haven't had any heart problems or any heart pains to speak of. Nothing like I was. I still have energy. I can still walk around, do the things I need to do. So that's a good thing. And of course, we'll see what kind of job I get. Who knows what I'm going to be doing. But that's was my whole goal here, is to quit having heart attacks and quit feeling so shitty and crappy all the time, which I did before. Like I've said, it was hard for me to do anything. I mean, take a shower would just about put me into a heart attack. So standing, anything like that was mortal hell on me. And it always made my heart hurt, and it always made it hurt pretty bad. And that's mostly what would end up sending me into a heart attack and send me back to the hospital. Like y'all know, last year I was in the hospital, I don't know, 6-7 heart attacks. I spent most of my life in the hospital last year, so I'm very glad that this year I'm not. And I haven't been in the hospital this year at all. So I want to try to keep it that way. And the keto is doing that. This way of living, this way of eating is doing that. Plus, I don't have the relationship with food I used to have, which is outstanding. Sometimes I'll see somebody eating something and I'm like, oh my God, I remember eating that, and I would love to taste it. Macaroni and cheese was one of my big things. Lasagna, spaghetti. But the other night, a matter of fact, yesterday and the day before yesterday, I'd found that I think Bird's Eye makes this vegetable. I think it's made out of zucchini, but it's vegetable spaghetti. And I've been eating the spaghetti squash, and which is outstanding. I mean, it's great. But I bought this because it was perfect for the keto. It was from vegetables, and they turn it into the noodles. And oh my God, it was absolutely off the chain. And I think Bird's Eye made it. And basically, we made the spaghetti sauce like we always do, and which is keto. And then put the noodles in a pan and poured that stuff over it and went ahead and baked it with the cheese, filled it full of cheese. And God Almighty, it tasted exactly like the texture, the taste, everything about it was exactly like regular noodles, like regular baked spaghetti. So it impressed me enough that I'll probably start doing that, and probably instead of the spaghetti squash, because the spaghetti squash takes a little extra working time, because you got to cook the squash, and then you got to rake it out with a fork, and then you got to end up doing it. So it just stops some steps. And it was fantastic. And we made enough that we ate it that night. 3 of us ate it, and then I had plenty to bring to work, and there was some left over for the house. So it made plenty, and it was very, very good. So we'll be doing that again because I do like spaghetti. But anyway, like I was saying, I'll see somebody eating something and I want some. And I have taken a little tiny bit on a fork and tasted something. And I'm going to tell you, it don't taste the same anymore. It's funny how your body will change and your taste buds will change. It does not taste what I remember it like when I used to eat a pound of it. I mean, when I'd sit down and eat macaroni and cheese, nobody else got any. I'm kidding, but you know what I mean. I ate it, and I ate it, and I ate it. And I'd put anything in macaroni and cheese. I'd put hamburger in it. I'd put ham in it. I'd put tuna fish in it. I mean, I just loved macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. So, but I don't have the cravings for it. It's just if I see it and it looks really good, I want a bite of it. But like I said, I have taken a nibble, and I wasn't impressed because it didn't taste like I remember. It wasn't good. Let me put it that way. I would rather eat what I'm eating. With the fats and the protein and the very small carbs. So that's a good thing. My body has changed its attitude towards food. Not just me, not just mental, but also in the taste. And the way it feels, the textures of it. It's amazing. So I've got to that point, which I'm glad of. That makes me very happy that I don't have to that I don't have any of the cravings, and I haven't since I started this. If you're eating your right macros, if you're getting the right macros with your fat, your proteins, and your very little carbs, you're not going to be hungry. You're not going to have cravings, and I wasn't hungry. I haven't been hungry once since I started this. That's what's amazed me. And I've been able to fast, and I've been able to cut everything out except for coffee, tea, and water, which is amazing because I used to drink everything else in the world, Pepsis and all that. And so it's still working. It's still doing good. It's just not to the point I want it to be. I'll get past this plateau. There's no doubt about it. It definitely is not something I would ever give up on. I'll be doing this for the rest of my life in one way, one shape or form, because now that I understand it and I know what to do, I don't worry about food, and I don't worry ever about getting as big as I was. So I still got to get the exercise thing going. Right now I've got so much turmoil going on with the jobs, and I'm moving again, moving to I don't know, just moving. And so I got a lot going on. So I just kind of wanted to get in here. I hadn't made a video in a while. Everything's pretty much the same as, I'm still eating the keto, staying on it, not really cheating. Like I said, I've had a nibble or a couple of things, but nothing, it didn't hurt me. It didn't bother me at all to do that, what I did, because when I say a nibble, I mean a very tiny little bit, So Well, I did do one thing I shouldn't do. I did have some ice cream, a little small amount. But again, with what I'm doing, that little tiny bit I did not hurt me. I should be making the keto ice cream, but I haven't yet. But it was a Sunday, and I said, what the heck, one little bit ain't gonna hurt me, one day ain't gonna hurt me. And it didn't. It was good, but you know what? Again, it did not taste the same. I didn't like it. I won't do it again. Let me put it that way. It totally kind of bummed me out because I went to Twisty Treat. That's hard to say. Twisty Treat, which is here where I'm at, is soft serve ice cream. It's always been good ice cream, or it did, years ago when I'd eat it. Well, I thought, man, I'm just going to enjoy this. Well, I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't that good. And the sugar rush from it made my head spin like it was going to fall off, like I was drunk. So won't be doing that again. And I'm still in ketosis, though. I'm lucky. My body adapts. It's fat adapted, and it's so fat adapted that even though I ate that stupid ice cream, which kicked me out of ketosis because it does raise your sugar, I fell right back into it like that. A lot of people don't do that. There's some people that might take 3 days to get back into ketosis. There are even some individuals that will take up to 3 weeks to get back into ketosis. I'm very lucky that my body's not doing that. Even that time I told you I drank, and to see what it would do, and I drank stuff with no carbs in it, but it didn't matter. It's something with the alcohol, and that kicked me out of ketosis. But by the end of that day, I was already back 2.4. So, my body adapts very quickly to this way of life, and it's fat adapted, meaning it would rather burn fat than it would burn the sugar. So it jumps back and forth now very, very quickly. If I do have something with a little too much sugar, like that ice cream, yeah, it's going to burn that off, but then boom, it goes right back to burning the fat, which is what you want. That's the ideal situation. I am very lucky because, like I said, not everybody's that way. Not everybody's body is that way. I have heard of people taking up to 3 weeks to get back into ketosis. So I hope you're not that way. But if you are, that can explain maybe you not having some weight loss because your body, it's harder to get it into the fat adapted stage. It takes longer, and if you mess up and you knock yourself out, then it takes that 3 days to 3 weeks to get back in it. So I've been lucky with that. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in here and tell you all this, what was going on, and kind of do a quick update. I'm still here. I'm just down to doing one of these videos a week. I just got tons and tons of stuff going on in my life. Some of it good and some of it not good. Hopefully I'll get back to doing more of these videos. But you know what? If you're doing this, hang in there. No matter what. Even if you hit a plateau like I'm at, so what? Big deal. You know what? It took me years to get this unhealthy. It took me years to get this overweight, to abuse my body so much that I've had 10 heart attacks. So it ain't gonna be overnight. And I'd also gave my year from when I started this to the end of this to be where I want to be. And when I say where I want to be, I don't know if I'll ever be where I want to be, because I'll never stop working on myself. I'll never stop trying to get to that extremely healthy person that I want to be. That I'm going to be, not want to be, but going to be. So, but within a year, I should have pretty much lost all the weight I want to lose. And then it's just building myself back up with the exercise and making sure that I protect my heart, my liver, my kidneys, and all that kind of stuff. All the internal stuff that will kill you if they're not working right. So that's my goals, which I've talked about that many times, but that's where I'm headed. I'm still headed there. I'm not going to let the scale dictate how I do this program. That's why I only weigh once a week, and if it wasn't for this channel, I'd weigh once a month. But because of the channel, I do weigh once a week, just to, put it in here. So anyhow, who knows? Maybe this week I'll get off this plateau and lose a bunch of weight. I don't know. We'll find out. But until then, y'all have a good day. Have a good rest of your week and a weekend, and keep it keto. And we'll talk to y'all later. See ya. Bye.